Okay, let's build this from the ground up. Sophie, the image. Give us the image.
Okay, so for me, I think about a photo album. You know those old photo albums? The ones where every page has a moment captured. A birthday, a trip, a random Sunday afternoon that somehow became a memory. When you open that album and you point to a photo and you say, "That was the day we got lost in the city. That was the moment I realized I wanted to change everything. That was the best meal of my life." That is the simple past. Every photo in the album, every finished, specific, real moment.
I love the photo album. And what I want to add to that image is this. Every photo has a frame, and the frame is the time. Something about when. Yesterday, last week, 3 years ago, when I was a child, that morning. The time is what puts the photo in the album. It says this happened, this is done, this is real, and this is where it belongs in my story.
Yes, the time is the frame. And in English, there are two things that tell you a sentence is living in this photo album, in this finished, real, done world. The first thing, and this is the most common, is a small change at the end of the action word, a little signal that says this already happened.
So walk becomes walked, talk becomes talked, watch becomes watched, work becomes worked, finish becomes finished, call becomes called, play becomes played, stay becomes stayed. Do you hear the pattern? The ed at the end, that little ending is the signal. It says this is done. This is in the album. This already happened.
And then, and I know this is where some people take a deep breath, there are the words that do not follow that pattern, the words that change completely. We talked about this a little in our past episode, but let's really sit with it today, because for storytelling, these words are everything.
Go becomes went. Come becomes came. See becomes saw. Say becomes said. Get becomes got. Make becomes made. Take becomes took. Give becomes gave. Find becomes found. Think becomes thought. Feel becomes felt. Leave becomes left. Begin becomes began. Run becomes ran. Sit becomes sat. Stand becomes stood. Hear becomes heard. Know becomes knew. Grow becomes grew. Drive becomes drove. Write becomes wrote. Buy becomes bought. Bring becomes brought. Teach becomes taught.
Okay, I see some of you closing your eyes right now, and I completely understand. That is a lot of words that just do what they want.
They do what they want. They're rebels. They always have been.
But here's the truth, and I want you to really hear this. You do not need to memorize all of them at once. You never did. You learn them the way you learned everything else in your native language, by hearing them in stories, by using them, by getting them wrong sometimes, and then gradually getting them right. That's the whole process. That's the only process, and it works.
Normalize the mistake. You say I goed instead of I went, the person understands you completely, 100%. They might gently say the correct word back, and now you learned it in a real moment. That's not embarrassing. That's how language works.
Making a mistake is not a crime. Nobody dies because of it, truly.
Nobody.